The armor of God isn't a real super suit like you might see a superhero wearing. It's an invisible suit that God gives us to have the power to stand up against anything that comes our way. There's a story in the Bible of a young boy named David. He relied on God's power to stand up to a giant who was fighting God's people, the Israelites. Day after day, the 9-foot giant Goliath would go out in front of the Israelite army and shout for someone to fight him. The Israelites would run away because they were so afraid. David went to the king and offered to fight Goliath. So the king gave David his full armor, including his helmet and sword. David tried to walk around in the armor, but he wasn't used to it, so he took it off. Instead, David took a sling and some stones from the river and went out to meet Goliath. David said to Goliath, "You are coming to fight against me with a sword, a spear, and a javelin, but I'm coming against you in the name of the Lord who rules over all. He is the God of the armies of Israel. He's the one you have dared to fight against." Then he pulled out a stone and slung it at Goliath, hitting him in the head. Goliath fell to the ground and died. David had victory over his enemy because instead of using helmets, shields, or swords, he relied on God's power. We can all have the power to fight against anything that comes our way when we suit up with all the pieces of God's armor: the belt of truth, the armor of godliness, the good news boots, shield of faith, helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit. With each piece, we have more strength than any hero imaginable. As you prepare to take a stand against Acro Phobia, suiting up with God's armor will be all you need.